What up, everybody? I am Gabriel Morency, and the countdown to Super Bowl 52 is on. Sitting alongside the raging redhead, Cam Stewart, as we get ready to break down Super Bowl 52, courtesy of YOUWAGER, www.YOUWAGER.EU, one of the best books in the world, and without a doubt, the best prop book.
Prop king.
In the world, without a doubt, the prop king, the prop builder, and we're all over the prop builder. There's only one game this Sunday, guys, and if a lot of us could be on the wrong side of it. You know what I'm saying? So to soften the damage of picking the Super Bowl loser,
as you say, diversify the portfolio.
Yeah, diversify your portfolio. Now I'm going to be on the Philadelphia Eagles in this football game, but if the Eagles don't win, I still want to be able to make money on this game. And I'm going to have a lot of props. We can't bet on every prop. But what I like about YOUWAGER, what I like about the prop builder specifically is if I like a player and I think he's going to go off,
they can really go off financially.
Yeah, and we're gonna take a look at this. We'll take a look at Tom Brady completions, Dion Lewis receptions, Danny Amendola receptions. I love Danny Amendola in this football game, so we'll see what the prop builder comes up with. But Cam, Super Bowl 52 countdown is on. As far as reports from Minneapolis this week, it's kind of status quo. There's not really
no stories like you check in the day or this guy did this and that. You're right. So going into the game, it's very clean. We haven't heard anything really bad about anybody.
There's not a lot of locks, when you're betting. But one lock is nailed smoking crack in their hotel room, like it's happened. It's actually true. It's a true story. It goes back. It was the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Old school.
Yeah, in the late 80s.
Kenny Anderson days?
And they had a team meeting. No, it was Boomer Esiason.
So it was Boomer Esiason. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Ken Anderson.
Yeah,
second one.
Cincinnati lost to San Francisco twice. That's right.
Correct.
Yeah, Chris Collinsworth, poor bastard. He lost as a rookie.
And then he lost
to Ken Anderson, Pontiac Silverdome. Close football game.
Yeah, both.
It was one of the big goal line stands. The Niners goal line stand. Then you had the famous Joe Montana comeback to drive, in which he famously, everybody in the huddle was all nervous. With like a minute and a half left there at midfield. And Joe Montana coolly looks over and goes, "Hey, guys, look, that's John Candy." He did.
No, I know that's true.
Like the famous like the Super Bowl's on the line. Everyone's nervous. They're all waiting for the play call from him in the huddle. And he just calmly looked over. He goes, "Oh, wow, that's John Candy."
That's awesome.
He notices John Candy in the stands.
That's so
then he proceeds to go down the field and throw the touchdown. Yeah, we got to go like that Super Bowl. Stanley Wilson basically was Saturday night. They had their final little team dinner.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, we're looking good, guys. Everything's good." And, we're like, "Where's Stanley?" Like, he was around, and then he wasn't around. And they got worried. They're like, I don't know, maybe he went to the bathroom. And, I was like, "Man, we haven't seen Stanley in a couple of hours. Somebody check up. Where is he? Go to his hotel. Go to his room." They go to his room, and the guy's sitting there freebasing. Like, he's just smoking a rock, man.
Don't worry, I got the Super Bowl covered.
Yeah. Nowadays, it'd probably be like, all right, we're not going to tell anyone about this. Exactly. Like, you can play, but we'll deal with it after. Yeah. Needless to say, he didn't play. You had Eugene Robinson, who got the Man of the Year award.
That's true. Ex-Seahawk, great guy.
Yeah,
love Eugene.
Falcon. Yeah, Eugene Robinson, ex-Seahawk. He got the Man of the Year award the week of the freaking Super Bowl. Then got nailing a hooker 3 nights before the Super Bowl.
Correct, Man of the Year.
Yeah, he played in the Super Bowl, but didn't play well.
He actually did play. That's true.
He did play.
Actually, he didn't really play. You're right. He was rattled.
Could have been a misunderstanding, solicitation. It was a misunderstanding.
I can't believe that. That's the thing. Things like that, like, they don't happen anymore. No. Like, that's the thing. The good old days.
I don't even think there are any hookers in Minneapolis.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Super Bowl controversies. Yeah, you had the dude smoking the rock. You had the dude that got nailed with the hooker. I remember the Buffalo Bills, the wide right, when the Buffalo Bills lost to the Giants in '91, Tampa Bay. Nowadays, it'd be a big scandal. Nowadays, it'd be massive, actually. At the time, people kind of shrugged their shoulders. I don't know if you remember the old days. There used to be a national newspaper called The National. It was a sports paper. Only the last couple of years, it was awesome stuff, late 80s, early 90s. And I remember reading a national. I was living in Los Angeles at the time, big Bills fan, and a New York Giant offensive line cam, Bo Elliott for Michigan.
Yeah, remember him. He's badass.
Elliott and a couple of the other guys. There was a picture of them. They sold their Super Bowl tickets to a bunch of undercover cops. Like nowadays, it'd be freaking scandal.
Yeah, you're right.
Nowadays, it'd be like, what? The Eagles? You're telling me Vitae sold his tickets to an undercover cop in a parking lot? The Giant players, Super Bowl week, hustled their tickets.
I like their entrepreneurism.
Yeah. So the offense, there was like pictures. The offensive line, they're selling tickets.
Like the Simpsons. Hey, these are crackers.
Yeah, we're playing the game. But, I'm not giving these tickets away.
That's the thing. They get tickets for their friends and family. Might as well sell them if they don't show up.
Yeah, it wasn't. The league was like, yeah, we're not into that. Mike Tice, of course, sold Super Bowl tickets.
Right. I love Mike Tice. Pencil in the ear.
Mike Tice was the best. He went guy to guy in the room. Get to do anything, your Super Bowl tickets, I'll buy them from you.
Exactly. Mike Tice got a real operation going. Amazing.
He wasn't stealing the tickets. He was just telling the guys, the players, I'll give you the face value for them if you want and sell them to me. And Mike Tice had some ticket operation going. Got your head coach in the NFL, dude. It's like the episode of Seinfeld when Steinbrenner, right before the game, he goes, I'm going outside to sell some tickets. I think I can get $40 for this. It's like you're the owner of the team.
That's the best.
Yeah, so I guess the one storyline is people in Minnesota don't like
Philly. They don't like Philly.
They don't want to rent rooms to people.
Nope.
They don't want to serve you drinks.
Nope, they don't like you. Minnesota don't like Philly.
You're Philadelphia. You win the Super Bowl. You tear up Minneapolis on the way out.
That's the thing.
Big, and then you sue them for discrimination. Like you get back home, you're a real like dick. You get a lawyer and stuff, and you say, "I didn't get served because I was wearing a green jersey." It's discrimination against the Civil Rights Act. Like just really come out. That should be right.
Swinging at the city again.
You can't discriminate against someone because you can't say, "I don't like your Eagle jersey. I'm not."
Great
serving
point.
you.
Don't beat them once. Beat them twice, and in a court of law.
But I got to tell you, as an Eagle fan, I wouldn't be fully comfortable like eating food.
Great point.
Like drinks, that might be like, oh yeah, sure, hey, congratulations on the win.
Kind of like the restaurant
beer. Poof.
I've worked in every kitchen from here to the Northwest Territories. I never return food. You know what I'm saying? You're playing with fire. If you want a meal in Minneapolis, X-Lax. There's a lot of things they could be doing.
If you're an Eagle fan, this is our first advice, pick of the show.
Be careful.
If you're an Eagle fan and you're in Minneapolis this week, you're going out to dinner. Take the Eagle gear off.
Yeah, I agree. Just wear
it to the game. It's
a
Super Bowl. There's FBI and cops everywhere. Nothing's going to happen. It's Minneapolis. They're kind of polite too.
So true. Don't flaunt it before the game.
Yeah, but if I'm going to a restaurant, I'm not going in with my Eagles and being rude to the waitress and stuff like that. They will spit in your food, if not worse.
Well, worse. I'm thinking spit. That's the bottom of the totem pole right there.
And if I was a hotel manager, I'd take them, but I'd give them the worst room. Yeah, next to the garbage dump.
Yeah,
like where the rats are.
Yeah, I like that. Right by the trash compactor, the bed that comes out of the wall. Yeah, this is what you get.
Exactly.
That's your extra bed.
Sorry, right. I'll book.
Should have came earlier there, Philly.
I'll book.
We're having fun here, Morency. This is amazing.
I got to tell you, too, I saw the media row. Worst media row ever. It's in the mall. America's cool and stuff, but like I figured out Mall of America, they'll set something cool up. There's shoppers walking by.
And they're sitting there on their computer.
Yeah. Interviewing Kirk Cousins yesterday. There's like shoppers stopping and sort of looking, but like not so hot at all. No one even like cared or stopped. So it's like, guy with his shopping bags.
Yeah. What's going on?
Blackjack. What? Yeah. 15, what? 21? What?
10, 3, 13? Yeah, no, you got 13.
So it's sort of like just gawkers people shopping. Who's that? Kirk Cousins. Like it's in the mall. It's like, really? Wow. Great experience. Somebody asked me, Morency, how come you're not down? I'm like, that's hell on earth. You want to be in a mall with a bunch of NFL executives.
Here it is,
Secret Service agents.
Here it is. Minnesota, Costa Rica. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I'll go sit on a beach instead of the Mall of America. That's tough.
Yeah, like we've got our chat going. Good to see Jason.
Jason's right. Bottled beer only.
Yeah, I tell him.
Hey,
Draft, leave it on.
Hey, Draft. The guy goes under there. Hey, what do you want there?
Yeah.
You want a Busch Light? Yeah, no, good luck.
Busch Light.
Natural Light? Okay, got one coming.
All right, so as far as the game is concerned, Kev.
Yes. I'm already in on the Eagles.
Yeah, it's time.
Lots of props.
It's time to step up right now. Let's go through it. So we know that the New England Patriots start off slow all the time.
They do.
We know that in 7 Super Bowls with Tom Brady, they haven't scored a single point in the first quarter.
Shocking but true.
Watch them score 21 in the first quarter.
I know.
But literally.
It's true.
So they played in 7 first quarters in Super Bowls, never scored a single point. I like the under 9.5 in the first quarter.
I do too.
That's going to be my first play of the game. Under 9.5 first quarter.
I actually feeling a lot of people are going to take the over. I think it's going to take till the fourth quarter for things to really, for the fireworks to start. I think we're going to see some good defense, some field goals. I was talking to my buddy Visey and Vince. He's got to play on the under in the first half, same type of thing. Even thinking about the game, it's interesting how the line has gone down from 48.5. I'm seeing flat 48s all over the board, Gabe. So very interesting. Maybe not as many fireworks as we think, but usually in the fourth quarter, that's when the magic happens. I'm down with your first quarter under for sure.
Now, listen, basically like 65% of the betting public have bet on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ugh.
The $1 million bet at MGM,
I know.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I know.
$700,000 bet at South Point, Philadelphia Eagles. $600,000 bet at Westgate, Philadelphia Eagles. All the significant wagers have come in, but it doesn't mean that those are sharp guys.
Could be guys with just money.
Yeah, and real professional gamblers, like I live there, like the real guys that are really good, they're not on the internet and stuff. There's a few dudes that are there, and it's like, oh, that guy, and they have, they lay low. But even these guys are only betting like 100 a game, 50.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of $1 million players out there because you're not really getting value in the Super Bowl. That's the thing. It's not a value bet, the Super Bowl. It's one game.
People just want to bet on to have action on it.
Yeah. So like the $1 million bet, sharp $1 million action could just be like a billionaire, right? I mean, I saw a guy
got money.
I saw a guy from Texas walk up to the window once and drop $44,000 cash on the table. He was no sharp. I asked the ticket taker. I said, "Who's that guy?" He's like,
some guy from Texas.
He's like a tourist. He's been here for a few days. Got money. Yeah, he bet 44K on the game. So the old, they must have been sharp money. But everybody's on Philadelphia, Cam. But there is going to be a buyback on New England. And I'll tell you, wager right now, New England minus 190. That's a damn good money line. That's the best money line I've seen offshore anywhere. Anywhere. All right? It's mostly 200 everywhere.
You're right.
In Vegas, they were dealing 175s briefly, and a couple of hawks came in and pounded the Patriots on the money line at 175.
Betting hawks.
So, I mean, we focus so much on the Philadelphia Eagles. We can't discount. They are playing the New England Patriots.
That's a good point you bring up about you wager on my books, too. I'm seeing the same line, but a money line of 200, 10 cents more, 205. I see some 210s out there. So 190.
If you like the Patriots,
yeah, you just take it on the money line. Don't even deal with the 4.5. I agree with you 100%.
I think the number's going to go up a little bit, though.
I think 5.5 by game time?
No, 5.
5 flat?
It'll be up to 200 again, if not a little 210,
total?
205.
48.5?
Stay the same.
48 flat.
Yeah, people are
at 48. I know, it's interesting.
I think the game creeps over the number, but I'm with you, Cam. I think it starts off slow. Instead of betting the total in 48, let's bet that there'll be more points in the second half than the first half of this football game. Tom Brady's been in 7 Super Bowls. So we just said we know that they don't score in the first quarter. They've never scored in the first quarter, not a single point. We also know that Tom Brady's played in 7 Super Bowls. In 5 of the 7 Super Bowls, there've been more points scored in the second half of the football game. One time it was a push. Against the New York Giants, they scored 19 points in the first, 19 in the second.
Crazy.
Against the Seattle Seahawks, it was 28-24. It's a little lower scoring. They actually scored more in the first. And then it slowed down and got tight.
And then things got weird at the
end.
Yeah,
but that was an anomaly. And you're talking about 2, they really, that was a great Super Bowl. But my point is, so it's 5-1-1. With Tom Brady and the Patriots scoring more points in the second half. I mean, Cam, they start slow all the time.
They always do.
And Super Bowls generally start. How many Super Bowls can we recall where right out of the gate, you're like, oh, my God, it's 14-7 after 3 possessions?
No, always.
Never.
It's a slow dance.
Everyone's nervous. It's slow. They're not used to standing on a field for 30 minutes.
It's like a boxing fight. You feel each other out for a while.
Nobody wants to make a mistake early. That clock, tick, 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 tick. Next thing you know, you're 6 minutes into the game. Tick, tick. Next thing you know, even if somebody scores a touchdown, hey, crowd's all into it. Is there going to be a touchdown and a field goal in the first quarter? I don't think so.
That's a lot to ask.
And then I think it starts to pick up. So I will bet under 9.5 in the first quarter, and then I will bet more points in the second half than in the first half, Kev.
I like the first quarter bet. I also, if you're going to think that way, you're right. You could also take the first half. I'm down with Philadelphia, and I'm down with what you're saying too. I think it's actually going to be lower scoring than a lot of people think.
Now, we often talk about this. There's been 51 Super Bowls. Only 6 times did a team lose the Super Bowl and cover the point spread. Point spreads are generally irrelevant. It's fake. It's fake news. Point spreads. They're like, it's a fake. You know what point spread is? Insurance. Oh, you think you've got insurance until your insurance company screws you over.
And when I play blackjack, I never buy insurance. It's a sucker's play.
Exactly.
You're just giving money away. Why would I give away the hard-earned money from the blackjacks? No, exactly. That's a good way of looking at it.
But the thing is, this is where it's a contradiction. The one damn team that Super Bowls point spreads matter are the freaking New England Patriots, because they've never won a Super Bowl by more than 6 points.
What did you say? 3.8 is their average winning margin?
3.5
or 3.5. That's right.
Look, the New England Patriots, every Super Bowl win was by 3 points until they beat Seattle. So their fourth win, they beat the Rams by 3. They beat the Panthers by 3. They beat the Eagles by 3. Here's a common pattern here. The Patriots haven't smoked anybody in a Super Bowl.
Falcons by 6, but with an overtime touchdown. Exactly.
The game they won by 4, Russell Wilson was on the 1 bloody-yard line. Every Patriots Super Bowl has been close. Ironically enough, the one that was the least close was the Eagle game, in which the final score wasn't really an indication. Philadelphia, they were down like 24-10. They scored some late.
Backdoor.
Yeah.
McNabb puking?
Yeah. Like Philadelphia hung around, but New England were always sort of in control. That wasn't like a crazy game. They always play close games. Says the 4.5 come into play. Man, I'm torn.
Do both.
I'm thinking that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win.
You got to have some money line
like 27-24.
Plus 165.
And I got to tell you, that Eagle money line, it's dropping, man. 165 only right now.
It used to be way higher than that.
I am going to tease this. Philadelphia Eagles plus 11.5 over 41.
I'm doing the other teaser too.
I'm comfortable with that.
I'm going to go Philadelphia Eagles plus 11.5 under 55 too. I think it's a middle job.
Listen, we can't play 32 plays here.
No,
right?
We can't.
Super Bowl 52. It doesn't mean we bet 52 bets.
I'd love to.
I want to.
That's bad for the
I can find 52 bets. Trust me.
We can find more than 52.
But we can't bet on everything.
That's true.
So I'm almost not worried about the spread, Cam, in the sense that I'm going to take the Eagles on the money line. And then I'm going to tease the Eagles to the over.
Tell us about the individual props, too. But we got Dion Lewis you were looking at, Danny Amendola you were looking at, player props.
Yeah, this is
where things get fun.
This has just flown by, this podcast.
Sure has, buddy. Crap. I know. When we were telling stories about Eagle fan in Minnesota and lawsuits.
Just giving you a public service.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for.
Okay, I like completions here.
Oh, yeah, completions.
Tom Brady, who's up to 27. It's climbing. All right,
wow.
I wanted to find. Well, let's see. All right, let's see. The receptions. Here we go.
Yeah, we go. Receiving.
All right.
Total receptions.
Danny Amendola.
Wow. 5.
Add player.
It's getting interesting. And all the numbers are going up
Danny
for the stuff
Amendola.
that you like.
I know. People are listening.
They're listening. And Dion Lewis.
All right. Danny Amendola receptions.
Mm-hmm. Danny,
up 5.
Oh, man, it was 4.5.
So 5's 113. I think, let's say he has, I was thinking 7.
7's a good number. You get almost 7 and almost double your plus
190. Come on, man.
I can deal with that.
That's pretty damn good.
I could deal with
that.
He
had 11 catches in a game against the Titans, and he had 9 catches against 7 catches against the Jags. Excuse me, 7 catches against the Jags.
What about Dion Lewis receiving yards? We were talking about that as well, too. I think that one. What were we looking at?
What can we get for Dion?
I think he's up a little bit more.
All right,
Dion Lewis over under.
All right, Dion Lewis. Rushing yards, no receiving yards.
Rushing yards. Wonder what the rushing yards is. Interesting. Foles, Brady. You like the Brady over?
I like
27.
I like the Tom Brady completion prop. Let's go, Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Pass completions.
27.
Man, it keeps climbing.
Wow, man.
I liked it at 35 and plus
35 plus 544.
Yeah, it's a little high. 35.
Yeah, 35's high. How about
Remember we said
how about
32.
How about a smooth 32 or 33?
32 or more receptions.
32 is plus 250.
That's
Do
good.
33. It'll be plus 325 or something. Plus 313. Exactly. See? Those are the ones. You don't want to hover too much, Gabe. Don't want to get too greedy because you got to cash those tickets.
Nelson Aguilar.
I like Aguilar.
I think he's going to have a nice game. Receptions, Aguilar.
Yeah. Ooh. I think he's gonna have 5.
Yeah, I got it at 6 now. I don't want 6.
No, you want 5.
It's a bit much.
5's a good number. Yeah, 6 is a lot. 5, I think you can deal with 5. Actually, you know what I like for Nelson Aguilar? Over the yards, because he's a big play threat. He might hit one of those 42-yard plays or whatever. He can have that one catch. So for him, I'm going to look at yards.
Okay, now Alshon Jeffrey was 6. Yeah, we got, where's Aguilar? Here we go.
Yep, so 6.
I got to hit refresh.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'm like a mad scientist on the prop bet.
I know, it's like, Michael buffering.
Clicking this.
I know. It can't even keep up. Morency, slow down. It's like, I just saw the numbers. It was like a wheel. Minus 199.
All right, we're out of time already.
We are.
Cam, Super Bowl, final score prediction.
Final score predictions. Philadelphia Eagles 27. The New England Patriots 21. I think they get it done. It's probably right on the number of 48. I like the Eagles money line. I'm teasing the Eagles to the under. Also smaller units on the Eagles plus 11.5 to the over. I think it middles, and I will have Philadelphia on the money line. This is the time Tom steps on the cliff, and finally he gets pushed off by an angry bird. You're on the clock, Morency.
I agree. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to end the New England Patriots' run of dancing with the devil and surviving. Like David Lee Roth went to the edge, stood and looked down. Boom, push him off. Jump, push him off.
Might as well jump.
Might as well jump. I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be intimidated. I think defensively they match up extremely well with the New England Patriots. Offensively, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the league in time of possession. I think they're going to be able to batter the Patriots a bit, eat up some clock. And exactly, I think that Tom Brady and the Patriots are going to be down in the fourth quarter, and everyone's going to think it's business as usual, but they'll only be down 4 or something like that. And it'll sort of be that Jim Ross, oh my God, moment. Brady's going to fumble. Something will happen. You're going to be like, wow, they're not going to win this time. I think it's going to be extremely close. Let's say 27-24. In that ballpark, 20-27-24. I haven't really locked in a score yet, but nice. I think the game creeps over the number, and I think the Philadelphia Eagles win Super Bowl 52. Check out the prop builder on your own. It's going to take you hours. You're going to be like a mad scientist putting stuff together. www.youwager.eu. Get 100% sign-up bonus. Promo code SPORTSRAGE. Tell them Morency sent you. Get a 100% sign-up bonus and lay it down and win Super Bowl 52. Other than that, you're on your own. May the winners be yours. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Eagles!